The pharmaceutical industry spends billions of dollars searching for drug candidates that protect the aging brain. They seek compounds that reduce neuroinflammation, protect neurons from amyloid toxicity, maintain neurotransmitter function, and slow the progression of cognitive decline. Many of the most promising candidates they are finding are not synthetic molecules created in a laboratory. They are compounds from plants used in traditional medicine. These herbs have been part of Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, and Mediterranean traditions for thousands of years, sitting in spice cabinets while researchers looked elsewhere. Today, we look at 4 specific herbs with documented neuroprotective mechanisms as rigorously established as many pharmaceutical interventions, and in some cases, more potent. The first is saffron. Not just a luxury flavoring, but a neuroprotective agent whose crocin compounds have been tested against pharmaceutical antidepressants for cognitive symptoms. Saffron's crocin compounds also directly protect hippocampal neurons from amyloid beta toxicity through a mechanism that no current Alzheimer's drug replicates. The second is black seed oil. Modern pharmacology has identified its primary bioactive compound, thymoquinone, as one of the most potent natural inflammasome inhibitors. It is more potent than many anti-inflammatory drugs for the specific neuroinflammatory pathway most implicated in Alzheimer's pathology. The third is rosemary. It is a source of carnosic acid, one of the most potent NRF2 activators identified in any plant compound. Rosemary provides brain-specific protection documented in multiple peer-reviewed studies, far beyond its use as a culinary garnish for roasted vegetables. The fourth is sage. Sage contains rosmarinic acid that inhibits acetylcholinesterase, the same mechanism used by primary pharmaceutical drugs for Alzheimer's management. Sage does what these drugs do, through a natural additive mechanism. It helps maintain acetylcholine in the synapse for better cognitive function. By the end of this video, you will have a specific culinary and supplemental protocol for each of these remarkable plants. Saffron, the stigmas of Crocus sativus, is the world's most expensive spice by weight. Its primary bioactive compounds, crocin, crocatin, and safranal, have been the subject of increasing research attention since clinical trials began comparing saffron to pharmaceutical antidepressants. The comparison trial results have been surprising. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Affective Disorders analyzed randomized controlled trials comparing saffron to pharmaceuticals, specifically fluoxetine and imipramine in adults with mild to moderate depression. Saffron showed comparable efficacy to the pharmaceutical comparators in reducing symptoms. This efficacy comes with significantly fewer side effects, but the cognitive protection mechanism goes beyond mood, and it is specifically relevant for brain aging. Crocin, the primary carotenoid compound of saffron, has been shown to directly protect hippocampal neurons from amyloid beta-induced toxicity. Crocin binds to amyloid beta aggregates and prevents their attachment to neuronal cell membranes, the initial step in the cascade of Alzheimer's disease damage. Research published in Behavioral Brain Research found that crocin treatment significantly reduced cognitive impairment and hippocampal neuron death through BDNF elevation. A clinical trial in adults with mild cognitive impairment found that saffron supplementation over 16 weeks produced significantly better cognitive performance than placebo. The neurotransmitter mechanism adds a third dimension. Safranal inhibits the reuptake of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, similar to the mechanisms of SSRIs. This contributes to antidepressant effects and cognitive benefits like improved attention and processing speed, which monoamine neurotransmitter optimization supports. Research-supported dose, 30 milligrams daily of saffron extract, standardized to contain a minimum of 3% crocin. At this dose, saffron is available as a supplement for approximately 50 cents to $1 per day. Using saffron regularly in cooking contributes to the dietary polyphenol protocol without replacing supplemental dosing for cognitive protection purposes. Black seed oil, Nigella sativa. Thymoquinone, the primary bioactive compound of black seed oil, has attracted significant pharmacological attention. It is known for its extraordinarily potent anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. The NLRP3 inflammasome suppression mechanism is the most directly relevant for brain aging. Research published in the Journal of Neuroinflammation found that thymoquinone suppressed NLRP3 inflammasome activation in microglia more potently per milligram than indomethacin. Indomethacin is a powerful non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, yet thymoquinone simultaneously produces neuroprotective effects that NSAIDs do not provide. This NLRP3 suppression connects black seed oil directly to the reishi mushroom mechanism. Both address the same pathway through different molecular binding sites. Thymoquinone appears to work upstream of the NLRP3 complex itself, suppressing gene expression, while reishi's ganideric acids block protein activation downstream. Together, they provide two levels of NLRP3 control that neither achieves alone. Beyond neuroinflammation, thymoquinone has been shown to promote neurogenesis in the hippocampus. This involves the production of new neurons in the subgranular zone of the dentate gyrus, partially reversing age-related reductions in spatial memory. Research-supported dose: 500 milligrams to 1 gram of black seed oil daily. Cost: approximately 30 to 60 cents per day. Rosemary, carnosic acid, and NRF2. Rosemary's carnosic acid is one of the most potent known activators of the NRF2 pathway in neural tissue. Research has found that carnosic acid crosses the blood-brain barrier and specifically activates NRF2 in neurons and astrocytes. This upregulates endogenous antioxidant enzymes including glutathione peroxidase, superoxide dismutase, and heme oxygenase 1. This provides broader protection than individual compounds like alpha-lipoic acid, NAS, or quercetin. Its unique electrophilic activation mechanism is highly selective. It specifically targets oxidatively stressed cells, meaning cells most in need respond most strongly, while healthy signaling remains undisturbed. Regular rosemary use in cooking, as a flavoring for meats and vegetables, provides meaningful carnosic acid without requiring supplementation. Sage, the acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, Spanish sage Salvia levandulifolia, was identified for its Alzheimer's relevant mechanisms through systematic screening. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter most critical for attention and memory. In aging brains, the enzyme that breaks it down becomes overactive. Pharmaceutical inhibitors work by blocking this enzyme. Sage contains compounds like rosmarinic acid that inhibit it through reversible binding. Research found that sage extract significantly improved immediate and delayed memory recall scores in healthy adults. A 4-month trial in adults with mild cognitive impairment showed significantly better memory and attention performance compared to placebo. Like the food polyphenols we discussed, the medicinal spices produce synergistic effects when combined that exceed their individual contributions. Saffron and black seed oil together address two distinct aspects of the neurochemical environment critical for memory. Saffron's crotsin protects hippocampal neurons from amyloid toxicity and supports monoamine neurotransmission. Black seed oil's thymoquinone suppresses the NLRP3 neuroinflammation that impairs hippocampal function and promotes hippocampal neurogenesis. The combination addresses memory through both protective and regenerative mechanisms simultaneously. Rosemary's carnosic acid and sage's rosmarinic acid produce synergistic NRF2 activation and acetylcholinesterase inhibition that is greater than either compound alone. Research has found that rosemary and sage together produce cognitive effects in combined preparations that exceed their individual effects. Black seed oil's thymoquinone and reishi mushroom's ganideric acids together provide 2-level NLRP3 inflammasome control. The combination addresses the most destructive neuroinflammatory pathway at both transcriptional and protein activation levels. The medicinal spice protocol integrates culinary use and targeted supplementation to capture the full brain health potential of these 4 plants. For saffron, take 30 milligrams of extract daily with breakfast. Costs are approximately 50 cents to $1 per day. In the kitchen, Use 5 to 10 saffron threads in rice dishes, soups, and stews for meaningful crocan content. For black seed oil, supplement with 500 milligrams to 1 gram of capsules with breakfast. Culinary black seeds can be added to breads and salads, offering a mild peppery flavor compatible with Mediterranean cuisine. Daily culinary use of fresh or dried rosemary in cooking or as a garnish provides meaningful carnosic acid through the food matrix. Rosemary tea steeped for 5 minutes is a simple and effective delivery route for carnosic and rosmarinic acid. Regular culinary use of sage provides acetylcholinesterase inhibiting compounds. Sage tea is a traditional preparation with documented cognitive effects. For adults with significant cognitive concerns, sage extract at 300 to 600 milligrams daily provides the standardized clinical dose. The protocol requires minimal investment, simply substituting these flavor-enhancing brain foods for less beneficial alternatives in your daily cooking. Medicinal spices connect to the complete brain health system through the BDNF, neuroinflammation, NRF2, acetylcholine, and amyloid clearance threads. Saffron and mood neurobiology. The monoamine reuptake inhibiting mechanism of safranol directly supports the dopamine and serotonin neurotransmitter systems. Combined with the testosterone protocol's dopamine receptor sensitivity and social connection protocols, saffron adds a dietary monoamine system support mechanism. Black seed oil and neuroinflammation. The reishi mushroom NLRP3 protein activation inhibition and black seed oil suppression together provide 2-level NLRP3 control. The omega-3, resveratrol and quercetin anti-inflammatory compounds reduce cytokine levels, providing the most comprehensive neuroinflammation control architecture in the entire protocol. Rosemary and NRF2, quercetin, resveratrol, curcumin, and now rosemary carnosic acid. Multiple NRF2 activators addressing the same antioxidant defense pathway. Sage and acetylcholine. Its inhibiting mechanism supports cholinergic neurotransmission, which is most compromised in cognitive aging and targeted by Alzheimer's treatment. Magnesium L-threonate supports memory consolidation, while sage supports acetylcholine availability for memory encoding. Both are necessary for optimal hippocampal memory function. Here is your specific action plan. Purchase saffron extract and black seed oil and begin taking the recommended milligrams daily with breakfast. Begin using fresh rosemary in daily cooking and incorporate sage tea into your afternoon or evening routine, just 1 cup daily. Next week on Neurovitality. After 50, we explore the specific cognitive benefits of spending time with animals and the extraordinary neuroscience of interaction. Research confirms animal interaction produces measurable BDNF elevation and dementia risk reduction through mechanisms distinct from human social connection alone. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Share this with someone whose spice cabinet deserves a neurological upgrade. Thank you for being here. Stay sharp, stay spiced, stay vital. I will see you next week.